Are you feeling better than Juan Soto, or are you feeling better
Actually, I guess
than Mets fans?
I'm feeling better than Mets fans, and I'm feeling probably better than Steve Cohen is about his investment at the moment.
That's a great segue.
Great segue. So, yeah, I guess people are freaking out over Juan Soto right now. And I mean freaking out.
Well, I think they should be. You pay $750 million for a guy, $65 million for a guy, and he goes up there and acts like he doesn't give a fuck in right field and then takes 15 balls in a row, which is an MLB record.
Do we have that clip, by the way, of the 15 takes?
No.
All right, where someone find that. I'm going to talk about it. Hey,
if I was Steve Cohen, I'd be finding ways to sue that man.
Oh my goodness. Go. You know what?
19. What was it, Zach? What was the stat?
He saw 19 pitches yesterday and swung at 4.
4.
Oh, sugar. All right. Why don't we play
There's
Buster?
no defending that, Rip. There's no defending.
I'm gonna defend. We're gonna have some context here. We're getting fired up. You want to hear some things, but before you hear my opinion on the situation, Buster Olney and Tim Kurkjian, they talked about what's going on with Juan Soto. So let's play that clip for you guys first.
Over the weekend at Yankee Stadium, and I've said this in other places, he looked like a 15-year-old who had just been told to take the trash out. I mean, that's how little energy there was. He's walking on and off the field every half inning. We've seen the Soto shuffle disappear, which for me was not about him trying to intimidate the opposing pitcher. It was always about him competing within the at-bat. Man, Carlos Mendoza is in a tough spot as a manager to deal with this in New York. And just to put this, this relationship into context, Carlos Mendoza makes less money than what the Mets spend on the seats that they give Soto around Citi Field during the course of a season. I mean, the power disparity between these two guys is enormous.
But he's still the manager, Buster, and he still has every right to go to Juan Soto and say, basically, I don't care how much money you make or how great a player you are. That's not good enough. Buster, you know me. I'm very defensive of players. The one thing I will always and never forget is how difficult the game is to play. If you can't hit, if you can't throw a strike, if you can't catch a ground ball hit at 110 miles an hour, I get it. But when you stop hustling, when you're not trying your hardest, then you have crossed the line with me and with others. And he ran to first base in 6.88 seconds. And the other day in a game at Fenway Park, it's just unacceptable. And I was really surprised about the lack of energy that you're talking about, Buster, because the one thing we've always known about Juan Soto is he never gives an at-bat away. He never gives a pitch away. And interestingly, remember when he and some of the Padres were not getting along a couple years ago, and he wasn't even getting along perfectly with Manny Machado. I was told the reason why is that Juan Soto just didn't like it, that Manny Machado didn't run hard to first base on every play. That really bothered Juan Soto. And then he did the same thing in a Subway Series game. I just don't understand it. Carlos Mendoza, who is really good at this job, he has to go right to him and say, look, you're the best player on the team. You're the highest paid player in baseball history. When you act that way, everyone will follow.
So right there, because there's two sides of this, because the one that I wanted to talk about where I was going to say defending is numbers. This part, if we want to talk about hustle.
This is the part I'm pissed about.
Okay, so now I understand. Yes, continue and then I'll go. Go ahead.
I was just saying, the whole reason why I just went off was because of exactly what Tim said. If you're making that kind of money and I'm paying you that kind of money to hustle out every base, to never give up a pitch, to be the best defender in baseball because you're the highest paid player in baseball, you need to do that. And we're 2 months into the season after I just gave you the biggest contract in baseball history, and this is how you're going to act? Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, I think we're going to talk. I'll go numbers first because with everyone saying about struggling for him, he still has an OPS of over 800, has 8 jacks, 9 doubles, 21 RBIs, averages at 243. And that's his downtime as a player.
Yeah.
Right? So numbers-wise, that's what's saying, hey, I'm not worried that he's going to put up big numbers by the end of the year.
No.
But to your point, this is what I can get behind with it. When you watch and you go, damn, that swagger, that energy, even if you were missing plays in New York, we didn't see this type of, I don't want to say behavior, could say behavior, but this, is listlessness the right word? Like it just seems the energy for him is not being thrown out there into the world like it was when he was a Yankee. Couldn't get the word out.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Gavin Sheets just hit a 2-run homer to tie it in the 9th. I just watched it. I was like,
It's his second homer of the game.
Yeah, he has all 4 runs.
Say.
Sorry, but yeah, that was sorry. I just saw the notification.
Attaboy,
sheet.
Gavin.
Gavin came up in the 9th. I was like, oh, tying run. I'll see. And all of a sudden, literally, I put it on. I just see the little animated ball fly. I was like, oh my gosh. I just saw it go.
Let's go.
At least somebody's producing out there. Hustling. Gavin
guess
Sheets
who's
putting
not
it-
getting paid the most money in baseball and still knows how to produce?
Hey, you know what? We might have to change our best values of it. Best signing of the offseason.
Hell yeah.
Gavin Sheets. You know he was running hard to first, but it might not be that damn fast because he's got a tractor trailer attached, and I can't speak much because I might be as slow as his ass now. Gavin Sheets. Gavin Sheets, the San Diego Sheets. It's unbelievable.
There you
Yes,
go.
but back to real fast to Juan Soto.
We're totally putting that on IG. Buddy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We are. It is one of those situations where, like Tim said, he was always a player that I never questioned how competitive he was because, like, they were talking about in the clip, he never gave up an at bat. Never, even if it was, late in the game, they had no, chance or they were up by so much. He never gave away an at bat. He was always, as Buster Olney said, competing with himself inside an at bat. And that's what made him so hard to get out. Then all of a sudden yesterday, you watch the first at bat, strike over the middle, strike over the middle, strike over the middle, no reaction, walk away. And you're like, this isn't even the same guy. I think that's where it's most frustrating is it's not the, you get struggles. If he's going out there and he's getting underneath the ball and you're like, okay, he's pressing a little much. Then you're like, okay, he's got to reel it in. Like he's trying too hard right now. I'd rather try to tell a guy to reel it in than you're sitting at your highest paid player in baseball going, hey, can we get at least a half jog to first? When you're running after fly balls, can we at least put some sort of effort into it?
How about swing the damn bat?
Yeah. So I want to. Do we have the clips of? Can we find the pitches or some of them so I can talk about it? Because I have seen, in some cases, like I remember Bryce Harper had a game where the bat stayed right here for a while. So I want to explain at least that part. And facing Crochet was the one guy, but I want to see if there was more so I can try to explain. My biggest thing is if you go up there and you don't swing the bat because you're just not seeing it or something's off, like, hey, that happens. It's the other stuff of when you put a ball in play and you got to go. Like the one check swing against the Yankees, and he thought like, maybe it wasn't going to go through or he was going to be out all of a sudden, and he starts slow. But if he was running out of the box, he probably would have had a hit. Those types of things.
Yeah.
And guess what? You're playing for the New York Mets. You're in New York. You're the highest paid player. You're going to be criticized for every damn thing that you do. So you might as well, though, not give them any more ammunition to go after you. But the struggles as a hitter, I can live with that with him. I'm not worried about the hitter Juan Soto, but there is clearly something going on the other side. Whatever that is.
Yeah.
Whatever that is, something's going on there. People saying, oh, he wishes he was in New York. Well, he is in New York. It's not with the Yankees, but he chose that. He chose to be a Met. Who knows exactly? And the Mets are a damn good team right now, by the way.
I'm with Tom Ryder here. He looked really lazy in right field, baffling. He was a Gold Glove finalist last year.
Well, okay, the Gold Glove, the Gold Glove decision making is, I don't know how that's voted upon or decided. It's terrible.
I think Major League Baseball was just messing with people because there was nothing like that was one of those like most blatant. Hey, we want to push this guy as one of the faces of the league. Let's try to build the case. They're like put him in the Gold Glove finals. There is not a. Remember, we even had Buck Showalter on last season. He even made. He was like, not really. Sure, all the Gold Glove finalists are the right guys, but we'll, that's besides the point. I mean, it was just more comical when they're like, yeah, Juan Soto's a, finalist for the Gold Glove. And you're like, were we watching the same player in the field this year?
Well, it's in some cases like that Samuel L. Jackson meme where it's just like,